Okay, guys, here's an entry-level position for a data center technician. A data center is a place where they store computer servers that operate the internet. As an example, Google owns YouTube. So Google and YouTube have certain computer servers in this kind of like, picture it like a warehouse with a lot of power and a lot of cooling capacity. They store these servers, YouTube and Google do, where they can house the hardware that connects to the internet that gives you platforms like YouTube, uh, anything that you do online. They need computer servers located in a data center. And so that's what a data center is. It's like an Amazon warehouse for stuff, but the warehouse is not for boxes of toys or boxes of gifts. It's a warehouse of servers, computer servers, okay? And so they're looking for a technician to work in this environment. And it's an entry level position. You need no experience. Obviously, you could have some experience, and that would help you get a higher pay. But the starting pay here is $12 to $36 per hour. Now, obviously, to get to the higher level of $36 per hour, you're going to need some experience. But this will get your foot in the door. A data center is a critical environment that's very important to the operation of things on the internet. So this is a great industry, almost like the medical industry, but for IT. IT stands for information technology. So let's look at some of the bullet points in the job description. Now, remember, when you read a job description, it is like the answer key to your resume. Your resume should look similar to the job description, meaning your resume should have bullet points that somewhat match similar job functions using the same keywords if you have some experience in that area or you want to kind of highlight that you're focusing on that area. Always remember, the job description is the answer key to your resume. Okay, so number one thing they want is customer service. Why? Because every job is based on your communication skills with people you work with and obviously clients. Communication is the number one thing you need in life. Not to go to school for communication, but to be able to deal with people. And in a position like this in a data center, you're going to have a client call you or a vendor call you, and they're going to need you to go out to a server, out to this computer equipment and do something. Something as simple as reboot it, something as simple as check the lights, maybe something a little bit more labor intense like run a cable from point A to point B. But you're going to have to communicate whether via a ticket in a portal or on a call and try to get basic understandings into how to navigate a task. Okay, so strong communication skills, written and oral. Because when you're working in a data center, it's like working in a hospital. You have to document things and have clear direction and clear documentation of an incident so that it avoids liability, it avoids failure, and it helps solve problems. And then it says you must be computer proficient using Microsoft Office software. Now, don't get too overwhelmed by that. That pretty much just means you can use Microsoft to send emails, Microsoft Outlook. It pretty much means you're familiar with Microsoft Excel. You're familiar with Word documents, basic Office. That's email, that's Excel spreadsheets, that is Word documents, and that is, maybe scheduling things on a calendar, scheduling calls, etc. Next is the ability to work effectively in a dynamic, changing environment. Again, a data center is very similar to a hospital where it's dynamic, meaning, things may be quiet, then all of a sudden there's an issue. Someone comes in an emergency room, right? There's a server that's down, critical piece of equipment, etc. So it is a dynamic environment, and they want you to be effective and accurate because it affects a lot of the business. Responsibilities. Here we go. The technical assistant associated is responsible 24/7, 365. Now, you see, in a data center, again, I want to point out that it is like a hospital, meaning that these servers need to run all year round, every hour of the day, just like a hospital would. Why? Because when you turn on YouTube, you may go on YouTube in the middle of the night. You may go to YouTube on the middle of the day. Anything online. I'm using YouTube as an example, right? And not just for you. Remember, servers, computer servers, are also shooting information to anyone accessing that platform throughout the world. So you're in different time zones. Someone in Asia may be accessing, YouTube, or maybe accessing something on the internet, right? So, 24/7, 365, it's a critical environment, and that's something you need to make a note of. Understanding and utilizing security software and tools. Now, you may or may not have experience here, but don't worry about it. Why? Again, this is an entry-level position. Get your foot in the door. Hopefully you have just a general understanding, but if you don't, try to match your skill set with some of the other things we talked about, okay? Basically, you want to promote yourself as you're an effective communicator, you know how to write things down and document, you know how to follow clear direction, you're a team player, and you're available in a 24/7, 365 environment. Not meaning you're going to be the one doing things all the time, but you're not the type of person where I only want to work 4 hours whenever I want. You're not a DoorDasher. You're a data center career technician. That's the difference. This is a W-2 career job. Okay, you got to have a focus on it. Okay, I'm not going to go into full job description, but you see here it does give you time off, does give you health benefits. This is a career. Okay, and it starts at $12 an hour. That's if you have no experience, and it goes up to $36 an hour. And even if you go up to $36 an hour, you can move up away from a regular technician. You can become a lead. You can become an assistant manager. You can become a director. You can make 6 figures easily, but you're going to have to do this job for a few years, get good reviews, get good things on your resume, and then progressively move up, okay? But this is how you get your foot in the door in a career job, IT, okay? Even maybe not with any college, but with a sober mindset, a reliable person, someone who has a level of communication, a level of care and documentation. You don't have to be a heavy lifter. You'll do some manual labor, but this will be a foot in the door of a great industry, IT. This is just one example, okay, that I want to tell you guys. This is how you get out of service industry and you live in Florida. You say, I don't want to move to Florida. There's only service jobs. Well, one is I don't look down on service jobs because I've worked on my own. But two is, here's a job in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the IT industry. Great industry. You can make great money, okay? Don't listen to people who don't do shit. Don't listen to people who only accept 10% of their orders. They will be a below average service worker the rest of their life. Be an above average. Live up to your potential. Click the thumbs up if you appreciate these videos. Click the blue join button you want to join the live chats. Click the super thanks if this really, really helped you. Leave a comment below. I want to thank everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one.